Good Thursday evening. Welcome back to Four Quarters. I am your host, Kenneth Bowman, and joined by my co-hosts, Daniel Rodriguez, Joseph Mosley, and Cullen Avent. I'll get the intro right one day, bro. 6, 7.
One day.
One of these days I'll get it right.
At this point, it's more iconic to just get it wrong every time.
Oh, y'all, hold on. Oh.
What's up, man?
The streets talk back. Oh,
hold on, man. Hold on, bro. What's the reactions for?
Hey. I'm just saying.
Me and Joseph, when we were killing time, we went to this bar. They had a pretty good grilled cheese. That was pretty good.
What you think about Alex Starr, man?
In like a Chris comparison?
Yeah.
You know ball. That's not bad at all.
Huh? So if this program had not be where we are right now, you would still have a job. You think there would be a GoCoogs?
Wait, time out. I'm gonna stop my point. Shout out Andrew.
R.I.P. Go.
Rest in peace, go.
Our last dono.
Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate you.
Shout out to Star Pizza for the sponsorship.
All right, that's cool.
I hear you, Cullen, and here's my argument. When people hear Houston, they think Four Quarters.
Yeah.
Hey, honestly, we ended on that. We don't need nothing else to use to say.
Yeah, honestly, that ended it.
Welcome back to Four Quarters. It is Tuesday evening, not Thursday. We got flexed again due to Houston playing on Thursday, but I'm still joined by my co-hosts, Daniel, Joseph, and Cullen. And we do have a very special guest that we will bring on real quick, real soon. Fran Fraschilla, thank you for taking the time to join us tonight. But we do have to take care of some business before we get into that. Somebody say some Star Pizza. Thank you so much to Star Pizza for being such an amazing sponsor. They just had Pie Day on March 14th this weekend. If you weren't there, you missed out. But they still have buffet on Tuesdays and Fridays. So go to Star Pizza. It's their 50th anniversary, and they're celebrating all year round. And before we get into our guests, how is everyone doing?
Doing all right?
Doing pretty good.
I'm okay.
You know, we're the sideshow today, so let's get into the guests, man. Come on. We got a legend on.
All right. Without further ado, let's do this right too.
Oh,
how are you doing, Fran?
I'm good, man. I need some Star Pizza next time I'm in Houston.
I was gonna ask you to go to Star Pizza, but you said it all. Yeah, we'll definitely go. Let me know when you get out here and we can go for sure.
You got it. It's great to be on with you guys. I thought for a second, I didn't realize this wasn't live. I thought, the GOAT came on, Galen Robinson, man. I thought he was like an extra special guest tonight, but that was a nice intro, by the way. All that video good. And Kelvin Sampson giving you a shout out. Pretty good.
Yeah. That's all thanks to our special publisher, Ryan Monto. He's shout out to the label. I like Ryan. He gave us an opportunity of a lifetime to have a guy like Fran Fraschilla come and talk ball.
Yep. Well, you talked me into it, Kenneth, because I told you I'd come on, and every time I saw you this year, you would ask me, and I said, "Man, I'm traveling that day," and you finally got me at home on the Tuesday after the end of the regular season and the championship week, and I don't travel till tomorrow. I got an NIT game tomorrow up in Colorado State, and then I'm going to watch ball all weekend. I live in Colorado now.
Okay.
And I'm going to watch ball all weekend, and then I'll see all you guys next week at the Toyota Center. So it's fun to be on with you guys.
Yes, sir.
Well, Fran, you sounded more excited than me because I saw you about 3 different times in Kansas City. and you're like, you're gonna call me, and I'm like, yeah, Fran, I got you, man. We already locked it in. So it was good to know that you wanted to come as much as we wanted you on here. So.
You know what I like? I like seeing you young guys like step up in the profession, and everybody starts somewhere. You guys got a nice thing going with GoCoogs and Four Quarters, so I always appreciate that. So I'm glad I could come on, man. It's really fun.
For sure. First thing I wanted to get into, obviously, like I said, we were in Kansas City. We bumped into each other a couple of times. What was your thoughts on the tournament, the action, the court, just you know everything?
Well, there's a lot of things there, so I'll fire away, and then you guys can jump in. You know, first of all, I thought the commissioner did a great job. The court was getting slippery. It was a problem. You know, I think the players kind of felt it. Interestingly, Ivan Karchenkov from Arizona, you guys, you know that freshman, 6'7". He played on that court last year in Munich. He played in the German Pro League, and I asked him about it. And he said he loves the court, but you need time to break it in. You can't put a new court out there and expect it to be like right on time. So, but the court was a problem, and the commissioner made a quick change for the semis and the finals. I think the players felt more comfortable about it, so that was cool. Yeah. And we had good basketball. You know, first of all, you feel bad about BYU and Texas Tech not being at full strength because no Richie Saunders, no JT Toppin. But once we got to the semis and the finals, it looked like the chalk held. The four best teams were in the finals and in the semifinals and finals. And got to tell you guys, I know you're disappointed about Houston losing, but you know, I think Arizona right now today going into the tournament is the best team in the country. They go 8 deep. They got a great point guard. They got a great coach. They got size up front. They got shooting. They got They got a bunch of pros. Maybe not this year, but 4 or 5 of those guys will play in the NBA. And this Houston team, I felt all year. You guys watch them as much or more than me. You know, this is the first time in Kelvin's 12 years that he didn't have a veteran point guard. And as much as I love Kingston and Emmanuel and Los kind of helped him through the process, they went up against a veteran group. He went up against a veteran point guard. And Jaden Bradley is one of my favorite players in the country. So great tournament. You know, the Cougs are going to get a few days of rest here before they play on Thursday.
All right.
Yeah, Fran, I have to agree with you on Arizona. They are a really good team and possibly best team in the conference, and definitely they could be the best team in the country. But you can go ahead, Cullen.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Fran, you talk about that Arizona team. They do go 8 deep.
I can't hear you, Cullen. You got that mute on?
I can hear him.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Give it to me, Cullen. Let me hear you.
Is it all good on your side?
No, I can't hear Cullen right now.
All right, Cullen, come back. Get off and come back. You can go ahead, Joseph.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Arizona has a great team, you know, and I think one thing I want to
Kenneth, both of those guys. Is there something wrong I'm doing?
Oh man, what's wrong with you? Can hear me though, right?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly. Yeah.
Daniel,
can you talk? You guys
test 1 2 1 2.
You do.
Can you hear me?
Man, the 3 of those guys can't hear him.
Oh man,
Let's
we
get
might
that
have
worked
to
out. Otherwise, me and you, those guys are gonna just have to listen.
I don't know. We'll see if they can. You guys can come off and come back.
Let me
go ahead and do that.
Jump in anytime you think you fixed it.
Yeah. Well, since it's just the two of us,
okay.
You're a big Chris Annett guy. I see you tweet about him all the time.
Yeah.
What do you think about him? His pro com? Where do you think he'll fall in the draft? Is he a lottery pick? Just wanted to get your thoughts on him.
Well, I love Chris. You know, I follow the NBA draft really closely, Kenneth. And you know, some guys are ready made to come in and dominate, like maybe an AJ DeBonsa with the maturity, the physicality. But what Chris is for NBA teams is a project. Now, hear me out. When you hear project, you think, well, he doesn't think he's that good. No, you got a kid who started college in his season in November as an 18-year-old, you know, a teenager, and he's still a teenager. And he played 3 months as an 18-year-old. He's 6'11", 240, with a 7'5" wingspan. He looks like he's going to be a very good three-point shooter once he gets to the league someday. He's a natural rebounder. But here's the beauty of Chris. He could have gone anywhere in the country. You know, he was the top center in ESPN, you know, rankings last year. But he chose to go to Houston knowing, quite honestly, he was going to get yelled at every day and made to do things the right way. And Coach Sampson and the staff were hard on him. And I saw a lot of practices. You probably saw some. And I never saw him make a face. I never saw bad body language. I saw a guy that wanted to be coached. And I think he's going to go in the top 12 to 15 at the lowest. And, you're going to get a 19-year-old rookie next year. And by the time he grows into his body, physically, mentally, work ethic, when he's 21, 22, 23, I think he's going to be a very good NBA player. He may not be a star, but he's going to be a star in his role. And his role, I think, to me right now is going to be is rebounding the basketball and then occasionally knocking down the three ball.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think Chris is an elite rebounder, just from what I've seen this year. And one thing you said, which is something I also said last summer when he got kicked off of USA Basketball, and they told him he didn't make the cut. I thought that probably was the best thing for him. I mean, you don't get to play USA, but you got a consolation prize and getting the extra month in with Coach Sampson.
Yeah, and let me tell you about that. See, I live in Colorado Springs, so I was at every practice for the U19s. I saw Chris, I saw DeBonsa, I saw Michael Brown from Louisville, Koa Pete, and he could have made the team, but that team is so good, they usually dominate the competition over there around the world. These are the best. USA has the best 19-year-olds in the world, and so I was kind of hoping he would get cut because, to your point, rather than beat Finland by 40 and him playing 15, 20 minutes a game, sharing time with all those great players, first of all, it probably hurt his feelings. And secondly, he got right back in the gym with, Coach Sampson and the staff and, played with, I think that probably helped him play with a little more chip on his shoulder. And, both times they played BYU that I remember, he played really well. And you can't think that didn't have something to do with playing against his buddy AJ. So that getting cut, I think, really helped Chris realize that even though I was the number one high school center in the country, there are still people that doubt my talent. Yeah,
and like you said about these guys being, 5, 6, 7 years, away. Cullen Sampson was on this platform talking to Ron and Brad. He said the same thing about those guys. Another thing about Chris, I was in the gym watching him, and honestly, I mean, I never doubt his work ethic because at the end of the day, he chose to come to University of Houston.
That's right.
But there's one moment I was watching him in practice. They do a 3-point drill, and they go around the world, and Chris just looked like he was ready to quit. I thought he was going to walk off the floor right then and there.
Yeah.
And he just went right back to it. He was missing his threes. He was getting frustrated, and he just went right back to it. If that's what you want to be a knockdown stretch big, you got to work at it. So
that's right.
That's really been what's impressed me the most about him is just how much he works.
Yeah, totally agree. And I think we almost Cullen, we got you back. I thought I heard some noise there.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you good now. We got to get the other guys back.
Yes, sir.
Daniel, can we test?
Hello.
Oh, we got everybody on?
Oh, all good.
Yes, sir.
All right, one last thing on Chris for me is, once he chose Houston, because I watched him in high school, I heard the rap on him. He's soft. He doesn't always play hard. But once he chose Houston, I know he was serious about getting better. And trust me, he's made a lot of money on June 24th because whatever doubts there were about the work ethic, most of them have been erased by going to Houston. And now the big thing with Chris, and I think he's mature enough, and I have a son that coaches in the NBA right now. He's with the Wizards. They're playing right now. And I know these guys. I coached 18 NBA players. You guys all remember Meta World Peace. That's my guy at St. John's. But the NBA teams noticed that Chris picked Houston. Now, Chris has got to take that work ethic in the NBA because a lot of times you could go to a team where they don't put the player development in. Now, most teams do, but you have to be a self-starter. And I think what Chris learned at Houston is he's going to be a self-starter when he gets to the league. What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Doing well.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Cullen, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask before that whole debacle with the connection. I was gonna ask which players impressed you the most over the week.
Well, you know what? This league had such great players this year, Colin. A lot of guys did, The Arizona team, a lot of guys impressed me for different reasons. They almost have a perfect team in some ways. Nobody's perfect, but they got a center that's a monster who can also score. They got Tobe Awaka's a beast, Koa Pete's a great athlete. Karchenkov, the 6'7" guy I was telling you about from Germany, like he's one of the best defenders in the country already. Braden Burry's top 10 pick. Jaden Bradley, player of the year. So that team impressed me for obvious reasons. They took it to the Cougs for quite a while in that championship game, and then the Cougs battled back. But Momcilovic impressed me from Iowa State. The shooting was incredible.
I agree.
When you look at Mercy Miller impressed me, because we all know Mercy could have walked out the door last year with the limited playing time on a Final Four team, and you guys all know how hard Mercy's worked at his game, and now all of a sudden I think he's going to blossom in his junior and senior year. I told Mercy he plays so well this end of the season that we didn't even mention his father once.
Hey.
Usually when a guy's not playing, you go, "Oh, Mercy Miller, yes, Mercy Miller." Hey, remember his dad's Master P. Hey, forget Master P. No offense, Percy, but I was really happy for Mercy that he's starting to come on. So there's a lot of good performances during the weekend, and Houston certainly had their share. I'm always a fan of Emmanuel and how he brings his energy to the game and his shooting and defense. So all those guys, I think, Cullen, stepped up.
Yes, sir. I agree. I like all those takes.
Yeah, to follow it up, I had another question about the Big 12 as well, specifically championship game. I think we've seen Arizona and Houston. You were mentioning something about the experience. But yes. I think one thing as well is that you see Arizona as a team playing closer to their potential than you see with Houston. Houston has all these talented players. Ideally they could get to a really high level, but we haven't seen them there so far this year. And I wanted to get your take on that.
Well, here's what I would say. Listen, where are they ranked right now? They're probably in the top 6, 7? Five. Okay. You know what? They're 5th in the country, which is an incredible compliment to Coach Sampson and the team and the players. But this is not as good a Houston team as I think is the last 2 years.
Right.
And here's why. 2 years ago, they had Shed. Incredible leader. If Shed doesn't twist his ankle, who knows? They could go to the Final Four, maybe win it all. Last year came down to one play, and we all know how good that team was. Here's what I think about this team. It's still a great team, but you don't have the scoring inside. JoJo's coming on offensively, right? Because he's staying out of foul trouble. But Juwan was a bucket. You could always rely on, and if you think about it, I think like a coach, almost every game that Houston started last year with a tip and they got the possession, they went right into Juwan because that was their bread and butter. That's like having a great running back. They don't have Juwan this year. They don't have that, instant scoring inside. They've also had, LJ was a closer last year. People don't realize that even though he was a 2-guard with Los and Emmanuel, that when he got down to late in the shot clock or late in games, it was LJ that took over. And those guys are no longer there. You have an incredible talent with Kingston and a great young man, but he still doesn't have all the experience those guys did. Chris doesn't have all that experience. You don't have the great scoring inside like you had with Juwan. So is this team really good? Yes. Can it win it all? Yes. But I don't think that this team is as good as last year's team or even Jamal's team.
Before you go, Daniel, this is Fran. We have the owner of Star Pizza in the chat.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I hear. Yeah. Fran says he needs some Star Pizza, Mike. So let's make it happen.
Listen, I'm Italian, so I don't turn down any pizza. Okay, I could eat pizza every day of the week. So next time I come to Houston in a couple of weeks, I might have to stop by Star Pizza.
Yes, sir. We'll hold you to it.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Tell Mike to get ready. I'm going to pop in there.
you might find me and Cullen singing for you too.
Rev up. Hey, what they say? Rev up those fryers.
I got it. Sounds good.
What's going on, Fran? It's a pleasure to have you on the show. I wanted to kind of transition over to the tournament in March.
Yes.
Really, what's March without a couple of upsets? So I wanted to ask you,
yeah,
from your perspective, who could you see being, some sleeping giants causing some upsets in the tournament?
I got them written down here because I've been doing a ton of radio shows the last couple of days. But it's a good question, Daniel. I like VCU over North Carolina, and North Carolina is without Caleb Wilson, who's going to be a top 5 pick. I just saw a VCU over the weekend. So that's a potential 11-6. I think Santa Clara has a chance to beat Kentucky. Kentucky has not been consistent all year. That's another one. I like High Point over Wisconsin, 12/5. All right, sneaky team, High Point. And then another one I got here is South Florida over Louisville. Michael Brown supposedly has the bad back flare up again. So those come to mind. Now let me tell you about Houston's bracket, okay? I'd be very concerned about Houston in the second round because I do think St. Mary's is going to beat Texas A&M. And if that happens, I think then you got a St. Mary's team. If they see Houston in the second round, Saturday, they got a 7-foot monster in there, kind of like Krivas. They got really good guard play. So dangerous team, dangerous for Houston. I'm not saying they're going to beat Houston, but we know about upsets in this tournament. I think Houston's going to be very careful about them. Who do you guys like? Give me some upset specials that you might be thinking of.
It's funny you said that because I'm a big Wisconsin guy. I think Wisconsin could shake up the bracket, but you had them actually being one of the teams being upset. But I'm curious for the rest of the guys, who did y'all think?
I think I'm interested to see what USF does and UCF, both of them, those Southern Florida and South Central Florida teams.
Yeah,
all of them have some very interesting. They play hard, right? They all play hard.
Yeah.
They all have some really good guards. USF, if I remember, has some pretty good size on their team for one of the mid, teams. So I'm interested to see what they do. They can surprise a lot of people. Those are my takes on a couple upsets I can see moving forward.
Yeah, and let me follow up, Daniel, for a second.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you got as good a chance as being right as any because let's say Wisconsin squeaks by in like a 1-point game over St. Mary's. Those are the kind of games that propel a team deeper into the tournament. Like you're supposed to lose and you hang in there. And I do like that team. They got Blackwell, they got Boyd, they got the who's that guy up front? Rapp, who could shoot it. They got a cool team. All right, what else you guys got? Who else is going to chime in?
I agree with North Carolina. I think they're getting bounced.
Yeah, they're definitely. I don't know. I think another. You said St. Mary's. I think if they get to that Sweet 16, I can see Illinois giving Houston some trouble in that game. But we do have a question. Someone said, Fran, can Caden Boozer hold the point guard spot down for Duke in this tourney? He has played well the last few games.
Yeah, and there's a good possibility that they will be without Caleb Foster, maybe the whole tournament, or maybe he comes back if Duke gets to, the third weekend, which would be the Final Four. I think he can. He has played well lately. He's a tough, rugged guy. He's played on an elite level at the high school level, the EYBL level. He's played with great players. And I think he's now getting really comfortable. He wasn't thrown into the fire like his brother. And, of course, his brother's a different animal. So I'm a little concerned about that depth in the backcourt, particularly at point guard. But the chemistry with him and Cam, and by the way, the fact that even in that offense, Cam's such a great playmaker from that high post stuff. He's a great passer. So I think Caden can get the job done. And I think a key for Duke is they're going to get Gamba back. So that gives them a little more size inside when they meet up with maybe later on deep in the tournament, a Michigan or a Florida. We're talking Final Four now. But those teams have great size like Arizona does. So I think Caden's built for this, and he's played in a lot of big games already this year.
Another thing I wanted to get into, Alabama, Aiden Holloway.
Yeah.
The news broke about him being removed to the team, facing some charges and things like that.
Right.
But that's their second leading scorer. Looking at that Alabama team, how does that affect the team basketball wise?
Well, first thing, I always tell this to young coaches: your number one job description is not coaching or recruiting or speaking; it's crisis management. And crisis comes in all different forms. Like with Grant McCaslin, you lose JT Toppin, a big crisis, right? Houston loses 3 in a row, a big crisis around Fertitta Center for a week, right? Alabama's dealing with this crisis right now. They've removed Aiden from campus, whatever. I don't know what happened, but, now Nate Oates has got to keep it together. And I'll tell you, I saw this Alabama team earlier in the year a number of times, watched them practice. I love LeBaron Philon, going to be a top 15 pick. But I thought their Achilles heel was they don't have great size inside like they've had in the past. And they were really relying on the backcourt. So now without Aiden Holloway, their backcourt, Houston Millette, good player, LeBaron, excellent, but now all of a sudden they become very vulnerable. I'll tell you that Akron game scares me if I'm them because of what's happened. Because not only do you lose a good player, but it's like losing a brother. I mean, it's not as serious as, a death in the family, but not having their brother in the locker room, knowing how good he is, that can mentally play with a team. Sometimes they rally. Sometimes they kind of get mentally fragile. So Nate Oates has got his work cut out for him because they're going to have to deal with adversity because of this, major issue.
I was going to follow it up. Go ahead. You just were speaking on something right there. I'm going to let David go first.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, man.
Because, I was going to ask you your experience because you have coached in the March Madness tournament yourself and
yes.
you have commentated. I was going to ask, one, about the difference between this, and two, how it has evolved over the years from your perspective.
The March Madness itself?
Yes.
The tournament? Well, I mean, probably, you guys don't remember this, but this goes back to when I was a young guy. In the old days, only one team went from a conference until 1975. It's crazy to think about now, but the tournament was smaller, right? And it wasn't that big a deal. It wasn't March Madness to me until it started to become March Madness when Bird and Magic, you got to go back and YouTube this, guys, okay? I'm joking, but still, Bird and Magic brought March Madness into the prime time, That game was on at night. It was I think it was on a Monday night. And then you had Jordan in 80. Jordan was 82, I think, 81, 82, hitting the shot. This rookie, some rookie, this freshman at North Carolina named Jordan, right? Then you had Patrick Ewing. Then you had, Danny Manning and the Miracles. Then you had Duke and Bobby Hurley, UNLV. And as all these, it just became a happening, I have a friend that says it's the biggest non-sporting sporting event in the country now on Selection Sunday. Sunday night, it was like it's the biggest thing in the country in sports. Not so much the games, which are going to be unbelievable, but Selection Sunday night. So, Joseph, it's become like this happening. Everybody in America, mostly everybody's going to fill out a bracket. Some people are going to watch games and fill out their bracket. I would tell you that the more you listen to experts like me, the worse your bracket's going to be. You're better off picking colors or your favorite zoo animal, okay? If you like Wildcats or Cougars, pick Cougars. That's how it works, It's crazy because we're all invested for the next 3 weeks. And that started with Bird and Magic in 1979.
Gotcha. And to follow it up, because like you said, there's been a bunch of crazy moments in March, not even just in the tournament itself, but leading up to it. This is a question inspired by Joseph Duarte, who asked all the U of H players this. But what is your favorite moment watching the March Madness tournament going into it?
This is no question. Okay, I'm going to hurt your feelings now, okay? In 1995, I coached Manhattan College. Sounds like a big school, right? New York City? No, 3,000 students. Private Catholic school, right? We were lucky to get into the tournament. We were much like Miami of Ohio. We finished 25-4. We couldn't get any big boys to play us. They didn't have analytics back then, but the committee put us in the field, and everybody was up in arms. And we played this team from Oklahoma, and they were good. They had a first-year coach, and we whipped their ass. No, I'm joking. We beat them by 10 or 12, I think. But their coach was Kelvin Sampson. And I say this jokingly because we played really well that day. I had a good team. I had a guy on my team that when I went to St. John's afterwards, I helped him transfer to Kentucky with Coach Pitino and Tubby Smith, and he wound up winning a national championship on that. Was a really good player on that team, but that's how good my mid-major guys was. But that's my favorite moment because we were a 13 seed, and we beat a very well. Can I say this? We beat an extremely well-coached Oklahoma team, and that day it was our day. But Kelvin Sampson is such a good man and such a good ball coach. He's not giving you the blow-by handshake, And he was like, "Hey, man, you're a really good coach. Congrats, good luck." And from that day, we became really good friends. And my wife's whole family went to OU. And my son, who's coaching in the NBA now, he played at OU. So, and we became good friends after that game. That has to be my biggest moment, Joseph, because of, what it meant for us and my career. So,
yeah. And brag breaks.
Yeah.
You know, it's just crazy. Joseph Duarte from the Chronicle just asked me to ask you about that, and you said it.
I know. No, listen, that was our day. We should have beat Arizona State in the next game, but that was probably the biggest moment for me. When I got back to my hotel room, the mayor of New York called me because he was a Manhattan College guy, and I was doing every radio show in the country for 2 days until we played Arizona State. So that was a cool highlight. I went to 8 postseasons in 9 years as a head coach, and but playing in a tournament, winning a game, that was big for me.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Hey, so I'm looking at this bracket right now, and there's a couple potential matchups. I'm seeing one, especially a lot of our viewers are potentially eyeing, is that Florida versus UH rematch in the Elite Eight.
Sure.
I'm curious, what do you see from both teams kind of heading down that trajectory towards that matchup?
Well, I hope Daniel, that's the matchup because I'll be calling that game on the radio for Westwood One. So that would be great for me. And of course, I don't root for anybody. I mean, secretly, maybe I want Houston to advance because I know those guys, I know the players. But if Florida wins, I'm not rooting against Todd Golden that day. Trust me. But that's a tough matchup for Houston because Florida is the closest thing to Arizona with the size. With Thomas Houck and Chinaloo and Alex Condon. Then they bring a 7-1 guy off the bench. And the thing about Florida that's been inconsistent this year, but they're playing better. I got the hiccups right now. Hold on. But is the guard play. So if Houston has an advantage, it's got to be taking advantage of Florida's guard play. But that'll be hand-to-hand combat. That'll be a street fight. And you hope that Houston would have somewhat of a home court advantage playing in a Toyota Center. But the way I think about it, I think they only played one game in there this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State, like they did a year ago. So great matchup. I give the slight edge to Florida, really, because of their size and because they remind me of Arizona. But that'll be a great 1 versus 2 if they get there.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Go ahead, Cullen.
Yep.
You mentioned your team being similar to Miami, Ohio. I want to know what you think that their mentality is in the locker room going into, round one. Are these guys just trying to play their best so they could hit the portal, or are they trying to, show off for their program or just soak in the moment? What do you think?
Well, you know what? You asked a great question because nobody really knows. Like, there's guys in the tournament right now playing at power conferences that are already thinking they're out the door because of the money. You know what I mean? Like, whether it's your Miami of Ohio, which definitely it's possible that they could lose some guys if they are underclassmen. Every team's mentality is different in this tournament, and there probably are. I know that towards the end of the season, I watched some teams play that, maybe they weren't going to go far in the tournament. I said, man, some of those guys are playing for themselves. So I would think, Cullen, that after playing 30 some odd games and only losing one, that those guys would have enough pride to continue to put Miami of Ohio on the map. They should have a chip on their shoulder because they're playing in the play-in game tomorrow night.
Right.
So you would think if any of those guys want to show out, even for the next deal to transfer up and make some more money, that they would want to showcase their game by winning as a team. And so your question's interesting because nobody really knows what's inside the mind of guys your age. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Human nature.
I can say something, all the wrong things. It's all good. But yeah.
You spoke on that potential home game that UH could have coming up.
Yeah.
As you were watching Selection Sunday, did you have a reaction? I know it's been something at least that we've been talking about on this end about Houston getting that Toyota Center game.
Yeah.
Did you have a reaction to seeing Houston, getting placed in that South region and potentially having that home game?
Yeah, for sure, because I'm looking around and see where my notes are, but I've already seen Houston and Florida already. Now, this sounds crazy. This is the broadcaster's mind in me, okay? Well, first of all, I love Houston, okay? Even though I can't root, I love Coach Sampson, the staff, the players. You see me around, Kenneth. I know all these guys well.
Yeah,
right?
you're doing all of our games.
Yeah, and I got to be close with Jamal Shed, and you guys might remember this, but end of January, I said, hey, if Houston wins the Big 12, Jamal Shed's the player of the year, period. And oftentimes, because of my credibility with the league, when I say it, other people go, hey, you hear what Fran said? So I like that. I like having that kind of role. But I would say, number one, it's cool for Houston to stay home. Number two, it's easier for me to prepare because I've seen Florida and Houston already. So when I do my million notes on paper, that makes it easy. And I think it's a great story in the tournament that they get to play. I think I figured out 2.5 miles from Fertitta to Toyota Center.
Right.
You got to go by Pappas Brothers. I know because I've done that already on the way to Toyota Center to get some barbecue. Even though I know it's not the great barbecue, I get it, but it's not bad. But so yeah, I think there's I'm kind of excited when I saw that they were going to be selected as a 2 seed, and that they were going to go up against a really good Florida as a 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
maybe a little detour to Star Pizza before.
Oh
you
yeah,
get to
oh
Toyota.
yeah, oh yeah. No, I can't eat barbecue. I ate so much barbecue in Kansas City, man. I'm probably played out a little bit.
Yeah.
Barbecue, for sure.
Houston's better for sure. Just to kind of follow up what you were saying, with the tournament, we got a lot of special things, and you talked about a lot of upsets. I wanted to go ahead and ask about, do you have, like, it's been a historic year when it comes to draft prospects and everything like that. Do you have any bold predictions on a player end that you think is someone's going to step up, someone that we can keep our eye out for?
In the draft?
In the draft or just in the tournament in general?
Oh, that's a good question. Stepping up. Damn, that's the beauty of this tournament. Like, I know a lot of the players on most of the teams, but the beauty of this tournament is, like, you remember Gerke from Oakland a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Whatever that guy's name was. I never heard of him until he hit like 18 threes, or seemed like, anyway, against Kentucky. So the beauty of this tournament, is not just the Kingston Flemings and the Sharps and the Bonces and the guys like that. It's Camp Boozer. It's guys that come out of nowhere. VCU. How many guys from teams like that? Who was it? St. Louis. Now Robbie Avila's playing. What was his nickname? What were some of those nicknames? I can't think. Like Cream, not Kareem, Cream Abdul-Jabbar. He's a white guy. Like, there's going to be guys like that show out in the tournament and are going to be remembered forever.
Yeah.
You go back, and a guy I saw play growing up in Brooklyn, Lorenzo Charles, was the guy that beat Phi Slamma Jammer. I'm sure you guys saw the highlights. If you haven't, Houston was like a 25-point favorite. NC State beat him. Lorenzo caught the air ball. It was an air ball.
Yeah.
Caught it, laid it in, and you remember Lorenzo Charles for a million years because of that shot. So honestly, Joseph, I just think the beauty of this tournament is who is going to be that guy that steps up and becomes a name that we talk about forever.
Yeah, and of course, on the Houston side, one thing I would love to see is Chris Sinak, someone like that step up and solidify himself, as you said, as a top 15 pick, like a couple of draft risers. And just to follow it up, do you think there will be any draft risers from there?
From where?
From around the nation. Just you.
Oh, yeah. See, first of all, let me tell you this. I trust NBA guys. No offense to mock draft guys, but they're all guessing, and NBA guys are guessing too. I'm not dogging the mock draft guys. I do that sometimes on Twitter, and I have to stop. But like, I think, like, and let me give you a great example. If everybody knew what they were doing, why did Jalen Brunson go 34th? He was the National Player of the Year. Like, not just he got a couple votes. He won every National Player of the Year award in 2018. Now, my younger son was on that coaching staff, okay? He coaches at Harvard now. But, and by the way, I don't know if you guys know who Chandler Paget is. I don't know what high school he went to in Houston, but he had an amazing year for Harvard. He's a great young man anyway. But they beat Rice a couple years ago when Harvard came down. But here's my point. How did Jalen Brunson go 34th? How did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander go 11th? Minnesota took Johnny Flynn and Ricky Rubio over Steph Curry. So what I'm saying to you guys is, you may see a guy and you believe in that guy, and you can't believe that these mock draft guys have him 25th. And all I'm telling you is, most of the NBA teams, they don't look at the mock drafts, and You can't really predict who's going to end up being the best player in the draft. I happen to love Caleb Wilson. Okay, I think he's going to be really good. Acuff, to me, is getting all the buzz right now because of what he did this past weekend. But he was that good in January and February. I saw him against Kentucky a few weeks ago. To me, he's Damian Lillard. So he started out 15th, like in December. Then he moved to 10th or 11th on these mock drafts. Now people got him going right there with Kingston, 5th or 6th. Nobody really knows for sure. That's why it's a great process.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Daniel?
I wanted to ask you a question about St. John's. I know you coached there a couple of years. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe they just won the Big East as well.
Yes.
Heading into the tournament, what have you seen from really Pitino in that squad?
Well, first of all, Daniel, it's a great question. Rick Pitino is really one of the top 5 coaches of all time. You know, he was great at Providence with underdogs way back when, long before you guys were born. Billy Donovan was a star, now the coach of the Chicago Bulls. Then he won at Kentucky with bomb squad teams in the 90s. Then he won a title with Louisville. And now he's got St. John's cooking again, right? He's a great coach. There are very few coaches in this tournament that make a difference the way he does or Tom Izzo does, you know, or even Coach Sampson, who's taken, you know, a bunch of teams to the Final Four now. I like that team. They said early in the year they didn't have a point guard, and they probably don't. But they're athletic, they're big, they got some great defensive guys. You know, Dylan Mitchell has been in the Big 12. Zuby Ejiofor was in the Big 12 at Kansas. They let Zuby Ejiofor go when they got Hunter Dickinson, and Zuby's now the player of the year in the Big East. So I like St. John's. I think they can make noise. I think they're going to beat Kansas. And I do think they have a chance to beat Duke as well because Coach Pitino is a very experienced tournament coach, and that matters.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that's another matchup I'm looking at. Round of 32. That's a crazy matchup. Kansas and St. John's. But thank you for answering that already.
But you don't know what. Hey, we don't know what Kansas team's coming.
Yep. Nope.
You guys can't figure out whether it's going to be a Kansas team that beat Houston at home or that just got spanked.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
We
a
don't know.
tough throw.
Kansas is the mystery team, mainly because of Darren Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
And are they playing better without him or with him? Who knows? Because they've done both this year, so who knows? I mean, Darren Peterson. I say this about Darren Peterson, guys. If he's healthy, show us what you got if you want to be the number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Show us.
That's
For
exactly
sure.
what Coach Sampson said after the Kansas game. You just don't know about Kansas.
Right.
And, you know, Bill Self, that's one of the – you mentioned some of the greatest coaches in
Yes.
Izzo and Pitino. Bill Self is one of those guys. You can't discount a Kansas team either.
That's right. You can't.
Never know what can happen.
Exactly. So we'll see. I mean, listen, that's a fun game in a round of 32 because we all know that we're not sure which Kansas team is showing up. And Daniel, it's Kansas. It's Bill Self and Rick Pitino. That's a hell of a matchup.
Yeah.
For sure. Cullen, you got a follow-up?
None for me. He said everything there is to say. You know, these guys all have something in them. You might not see it every game, but sometimes it takes pressure to activate them. Sometimes it just comes out of nowhere. All these guys were dogs in high school or in practice. So when March comes around, anybody could step up.
No question. That's why we love the tournament because there's so many unknowns, right? Now, last year, all 4 number 1 seeds made it to the Final Four. That doesn't happen much. Like, I'll give you a dark horse Final Four team. Daniel's going to like this. Wisconsin. You know, they've beaten Michigan this year. They played well at the end of the year. You know, they had Michigan beat the other night, Daniel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a team that could definitely – that'd be like a sneaky 5 seed to get to a Final Four and maybe beat a Houston to get there. But that's the beauty of this tournament is we don't know, which is why we love this tournament so much because we got new heroes, we got upsets, we got crazy buzzer beaters, we got all sorts of crazy stuff happening the next 3 weeks.
Yes, sir.
It's funny that you guys are talking about Wisconsin. A friend of mine is he's from Milwaukee, and he calls me talking about Wisconsin. I'm like, dude, Wisconsin, but that's a legit team. And speaking on I asked Chris this a couple of weeks ago. Guys like careers are made in March Madness in these 6 games. So you really never know. Someone can pop off for 2, 3, or 4 games, depending on how far they advance, and that makes them a ton of money in June.
You know what? You want a good example last year? Who made money? Who made money winning the title over Houston?
Walter Clayton.
Walter Clayton
Jr.
Yeah.
You know, he was thought of as a second-round pick for much of the year. Not that athletic. You know, good player, great shooter. And then Walter went off right out through the tournament. And, you know, now he's an NBA player. And for the rest of his life, he can say he was a first-round pick. So it's very possible that there are guys. Now, personally, fellas, I think no matter what Chris does in this tournament, he's already made himself money because I think he's going to be top 15. Not because of how good he is right now, because Walter Clayton, remember, he was a senior and a transfer from Iona. So he had to prove to people. With Chris, people are looking at him in the NBA as what is he going to be like in 3-4 years, whereas Walter was already 23.
Right.
So there's different guys coming into this tournament. Some of them are already locked in a draft spot, and others can make their mark, which I think, Kenneth, is your opinion.
Yeah. And this will be the last one for me. Do you think that's why NBA teams are kind of reluctant to draft like the 24, 23-year-old guys versus drafting the 19-year-old?
No, not anymore. The 19-year-olds are going to all go in the top of the first round on potential, right? I can't think of an upperclassman right now, like not a sophomore, because I think they're still young, but I can't think of a senior right now. I could be wrong. If you guys think of somebody, jump up and say it, but I can't see a senior going in the top 10, 12, 13 picks. But then once you got to the second part of the first round, the way Jalen Brunson was slipping out of the first round, Dalton Connect a couple years ago, Walter Clayton last year. I don't have the draft boards in front of me, but, there's going to be guys because they've proven it. Who was it last year? Kalkbrenner. He went in the second round from Creighton. He's starting for the Hornets.
Yep.
And Hornets are a playoff team right now.
Oh, yeah. Hornets are nice, man.
What's that?
I said the Hornets, they've been nice this year.
They have been. Knipple and Ball and Brandon Miller. And now you got Kalkbrenner, who's kind of like, you talk about like the NBA game is changing, but you look around the league and you still got to have a Zubats or a Steven Adams.
Big Zoo.
Yeah, that's right. You got to have some of those guys. So Kalkbrenner, man, he was the defensive player of the year for 3 years in the Big East. He went in the second round. He's an NBA starter now. So you just don't know.
As Coug fans, we're hoping to see someone like Emmanuel Sharp, maybe make his way in the area.
I think he could be a late first.
Emmanuel's going to make a team. Yeah. He's going to make a team because there's 18 guys on a team now. It used to be 10 years ago, there were only 12 or 14. And Emmanuel, you've heard me say this, he's a culture warrior. You know what I mean? He's going to bring his Houston culture to an NBA locker room. And he's going to be there early, stay late, practice hard. The vets are going to like him. He's going to make some shots. And then probably, don't be surprised. I know you're not going to be shocked, but listen, he plays hard, he defends, and he shoots threes. I think there's a role for a guy like that on an NBA team.
100%.
For sure.
So,
all right,
fellas.
Yeah, I think we reached our time limit. I think we did pretty good on time. I just want to thank you again for coming on and just speaking to us. Yeah. Really enjoyed this conversation, and we'll talk soon.
We'll see you all. Hey, make sure, Kenneth, you bring everybody over next week when you guys see me at the Toyota Center.
Yes,
sir. Yeah. You got to bring some Star Pizza too.
All right.
No, we're gonna be at Star Pizza.
We'll figure that out. We'll have to have a little meeting, pregame meeting there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. See you guys. Have a good week. And good luck to the Cougs this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Great guy.
Great guy, man.
Sure, yeah.
Look at Fran, man. So inspirational.
What a guest.
Yeah.
We just did that. That's kind of crazy.
Facts.
Does anybody feel a little surreal right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey man, you got to act like you've been here, man.
Yeah, that's our peer, bro.
You're right. My bad.
Oh, hold on. Boom. 20 bones from Andrew Time.
Hey, appreciate it, Andrew.
Appreciate you guys. Hope everyone supports them.
Yeah.
We went 45 minutes. I think we can run this real quick. Somebody send some Star Pizza. Definitely shout out to Star Pizza. It is their 50th anniversary. Go get you some happy hour. Go get you some lunch buffet. They just had it today. I hope you guys went and got some today. But if not, you can go on Friday and get you some buffet, or you can just go whenever. You don't need a buffet. You can just go order one right now. I think they're still open. You guys open, Mike?
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is, man, I'm going on this bus trip tomorrow. I'm hoping maybe we can get some Star Pizza. Oh wait, they don't open.
They're not open, bro. You better order it right now.
Bro. Yeah, I'm ordering some right now. We're gonna freeze it.
You better get that delivery. Do they deliver the Klein?
Wait, when does the bus leave tomorrow?
10 a.m. bro.
10.
Yeah, but
I mean, y'all should be getting there. What, like around 6?
Oh, the Peter.
It stops. That's right.
I think they'll probably stop once, maybe, or twice. I know when we went to Wichita, they stopped twice, but that was a little bit longer, so they might just go once.
I didn't even realize we leave tomorrow. I haven't packed yet.
And I haven't packed either, so I'm leaving tomorrow as well. So I gotta get right. We all gotta get right. Actually,
I haven't even unpacked, so
you're bull.
Nah, facts. I haven't even unpacked, bro.
Y'all gotta get right, man.
Hey, bro.
I was trying to get Kenneth to take me, bro. He wasn't going for it.
You didn't tell me. No, bro. You said you talk about. Oh dang, bro! What if Houston lose to Idaho?
For a second, can we all be real here? Like, Cullen, are you serious, bro?
Hey,
I didn't say I wasn't gonna take you, but you already bought the bus ticket. I mean, if they lose, I'm going home, dude. I'm not staying. What am I staying for?
You're right, bro. It is March though, so I don't want to speak too soon.
You're right.
Bro.
I don't think it's speaking too soon, but it's like, I guess, bro. If you must know something we don't.
Hey,
Idaho. I don't know if y'all seen though. Idaho has one of the most beautiful basketball facilities I've ever seen in my life.
I have never seen that.
Y'all should pull it up. It's beautiful. It's
Oh,
not huge.
Shout out Daniel with the OKC background.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I won't make it though.
man, Daniel.
I don't know, Loki. I might, but I don't think they're gonna lose. Realistically,
We're good, bro. It's just I just didn't want to be overconfident, bro. That's what gets you.
That is true. But also, we're not on the team. They're like, I think we said this.
Who's not on the team, bro? I'm on the team, bro. I'm on the team.
You seen Cullen on the court in the championship game, bro?
You're right. I forgot. I think I did see Cullen. I did see Cullen in the layup lines.
Matter of fact, we need to drop the video. We all played a game of 2v2.
No, that's
right before the championship.
Drop that.
We need to drop the video.
Drop that.
We will. Or me jumping over Daniel. I like that one.
Oh yeah. Joseph dunked.
Yeah. Let's not gloss over it though. Who won the 2v2?
You did. I ain't gonna lie.
Daniel and Media Kev.
Daniel got the game winner on me, bro.
Dang.
I was hooping for a little bit before I went down with an injury.
You were slipping. That's what
non-contact injury. Yeah, I was slipping.
Because you had them Converse, bro. You thought you was Dr. J.
That was a fun time. Honestly, one of the highlights of the trip. That whole trip was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Casey was definitely a movie.
It was fun until around after 11 p.m. every night. We'd be so tired, bro. The car ride back to the hotel would just be silent. It'd just be sleepy.
Facts. Because y'all had to drive like 20 minutes back to y'all spot.
Daniel, I'm not gonna say nothing. Let's just say everybody would decided to go on their own missions that trip. But we have a lot of vlogs coming out of school, bro.
I don't remember the car ride at home being silent. I actually remember a lot of talking.
Yeah, Cole, you weren't even there with them.
Hey, bro. Next topic.
He's talking about that off stream.
Off stream.
You vlog dropping soon.
We definitely, bro. We should just be editing that on the way to Oklahoma because we don't got anything better to do.
Yeah, especially Daniel. Daniel did go to the casino on the way home.
Oh yeah,
big W. Cordell 50 bomb.
Yeah.
He predicted it too, low key.
I predicted what?
When you watched it, you said, "I'm gonna get a Cordell 50 bomb in the casino," and walked out with 50.
Yeah, I could have walked out with a D-Mitch 75, but I didn't.
Yeah, we ain't gonna
all good.
It's all good. But yeah,
I will say though, back on the losing the Idaho thing, You already know this team is locking in like it's any other team. There was a funny interaction of Coach Sampson talking about that on the media Zoom. Of some outsiders, if you could call it, guys asking him about the what's the name, the process. But we got George in the chat. What's up, George? What's up, George? What's up, George? Long time no see, man.
George, great thing about it, we have it on video, so we'll show it to you guys.
And to be fair, as the big body of the group, I did elbow Daniel in the nose and decided to chill out, and I felt bad. I sold my teammate because I wasn't playing to my best.
That's not true. He was missing all his shots, not because he decided to slow it down.
I had a cold streak too. I had a cold streak too. They were just outright cooking us.
We got beat fair and square. I'm not gonna make any excuses. Y'all won. I did not know y'all could shoot like that.
You gotta step up. You gotta step up, man.
Hey, it is what it is.
Shout out Media Kev, man.
Facts.
But was gonna ask, we do got this tournament coming up this week. I want to talk about it ourselves, man. Do y'all want to do a live bracket? Question mark?
I would actually love to do a live bracket like right now. That would actually be super fun.
Should we pull it up? Somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody has to share their screen though.
Is that possible? Yeah, you can.
Low key, I think there's like a group. We can make a group on like ESPN.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to do that. I gotta figure out how to share my screen.
It's the one in the middle. The little
hey, I need to do that. What's the Kalshi Sports?
Oh yeah.
I need to do that Kalshi. They got the $1 billion bracket.
Hey, wait, hold on. He said, "I need that.
Give me all the money." $1 billion for a bracket. First of all, how much money are these dudes making to give away one? I mean,
Kalshi, you know how much money Kalshi is making, bro? I think the fastest growing book right now. It's not even sports.
Joseph is making fun of my big body. LOL.
My culture is not your costume.
Hey, I think I figured it out. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen.
Wait, so are we gonna make a 4 quarters like bracket challenge though that we could share to people and let them join?
There's one. We can make a group on ESPN.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll link it under the tweet after we.
Okay, then how about this? Everybody shares their screen.
I don't think is that possible?
Yeah, I don't know if that's possible.
Oh man,
we'll make one together as a group.
We do one entry and then let others join.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Hopefully this works.
Here we go. Groups, create group, public.
See my screen. Oh, yeah. What about now?
Yes, create a group.
Yeah, so go to groups.
Go to top groups.
Maybe it's because I'm on my. Oh, okay, I see.
Go to top, Daniel. Top.
At the top where it says groups.
That's you did an auto bracket.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Create a group.
Hit groups. Yeah, hit groups. Create, and then make it public.
Then you did another smart bracket. Go up to the top, Daniel. You see the tab that says home.
Click groups, bro.
Yes. Yeah, y'all are just saying words. Y'all aren't saying where though.
Right there next to this. It's literally right there, bro.
Yeah. Chill out, man. Y'all know I'm on.
4 quarters and make it public.
Public entries per user 1. Well, I'm gonna do 2 because I definitely want to make another one.
All right,
create group.
And can you link it? Is it the link?
Quarters. Yeah. I'll throw it in chat.
Bet.
4 quarters. Copy invite link.
Boom.
Oh, I just said it as GoCoogs.
Yeah, because we are GoCoogs.
True.
Not Daniel.
So
I don't know.
4 quarters. How do I create one?
And then I'm also gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna copy that link and then tweet it underneath us. All right. Join group.
How do I make it? I'm confused.
Add another entry. Join group.
Come on.
All right. Now you click on it.
Click on what?
Scroll down.
Is it Pix? You click on
Pix 1 or 2. One of them. There you go.
Okay.
Can you change your name?
Yeah, you can change your name.
Okay, bet. So if you guys join, make sure. Can you guys click that link in the chat? Is it working? Because it might be like you can't copy and paste it off YouTube chat. Actually, let me just check right now. See if
I can tweet it on my Twitter.
Oh yeah, fact.
Yeah, I could post it on the Four Quarters Instagram too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh
and
yeah,
do
do
that.
that.
Yeah,
do
that would probably be better.
Post it on IG.
Speaking of which, that's perfect right there, Cullen. Everybody, there is a new Four Quarters Instagram. Make sure you go ahead and follow it. You make sure you can keep up to date with all of us. All of our information is going to be there. All of our posts are going to be there. We are going to be looking to do more behind the scenes stuff there as well. So go ahead and follow that IG when you can.
Okay, boom. The link works in chat. Okay, boom.
Bet. All right, perfect.
So everybody in the YouTube chat, go in the YouTube chat. If you're watching on Twitter, go in the YouTube chat and click the link. We need y'all in the YouTube chat. So everybody on Twitter, go in the YouTube chat. The link to join the bracket is in the chat. Daniel just posted again in the chat for good measure, and we can get those Twitter folks because we have most people are watching on Twitter.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get started though.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay. Start.
Wait.
I gotta join it though.
One thing. Can someone send me the link through text so I can post it on the Instagram?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
All right, bro.
George, we're not George. Nah, George, we need the Twitter people to come on YouTube.
We can talk about that off stream.
George Rivera does not do Twitter.
All right, so first game we got up here. What y'all boys thinking, Duke or Siena? Honestly thinking Siena comes up with a big.
This is Daniel's bracket, bro.
Oh, this is my bracket. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, am I just leading the way on this one?
I mean, you can make it. I'm about to make mine, bro. Let's do it.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Duke. I'm feeling Ohio State. I'm a big Bruce Thornton believer. I wasn't impressed with what TCU did against Kansas in the Big 12 tournament, so I'm gonna pick the 8th seed on this one.
You hear that, Cullen? He's calling out your homie. You know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cullen's homie. You can always prove me wrong.
I'm gonna
St. John's. Shout out Fran Fraschilla. Definitely want to see that St. John's versus Kansas matchup, that 5 versus 4 seed. He did say it was interesting. South Florida could take the upset here against Louisville. Mikael Brown, has a hurt back right now, but it's still hard for me not to pick Louisville here. I'm going to take Michigan State. I'm going to take UCF here to beat UCLA, and then UConn. Then let's go down to the South. Florida. I like Iowa over Clemson here. I like Vanderbilt over McNeese. I like Nebraska over Troy. I've seen a lot of people saying VCU will upset North Carolina. I still think North Carolina is pretty deep outside of Caleb Wilson. I'm going to take Illinois over Penn. Fran says St. Mary's. I'm going to trust him. I'm going to take St. Mary's, and then I'm going to take Houston, of course. We'll move over to the west side of the bracket.
Arizona.
Now, I will say, as a Coug fan, it would be wonderful for Long Island to have the greatest upset of all time, but I'm going to take Arizona. I'm going to take Villanova. I like Wisconsin here over High Point, and I like Arkansas over Hawaii. I also like Debansa and the other Cougars. I'm going to take Gonzaga. I'm going to take Mizzou over Miami, and I'm going to take Purdue. Then I'll go Michigan. I'm stuck on this one. St. Louis had a pretty good year. I just don't know how tested they are. So I'm probably just going to stick with the SEC school here, but I could see St. Louis, going on a pretty good run. I still like Tech over Akron. Still like Bama over Hofstra. It would be nice to see Miami of Ohio win that first 4 matchup and get into the tourney. Unfortunately, I don't see them getting past the round of 64. Tennessee is still a very good team. Virginia is also a very good team. Santa Clara, Kentucky. I'm going to stick with Kentucky here, and I'm going to go Iowa State. Move back up to the East. Pretty easy matchup for Duke. I'm going to take Pitino. I like Michigan State here for sure. And UConn, UCF, that's as far as you go, unfortunately.
All right, I just tweeted it out.
Sounds good. Florida versus Iowa. Nebraska had a really strong start to the season. Really strong start. But Vanderbilt's kind of put it all together these last couple games. They actually beat Florida. So I want to see the Florida versus Vandy rematch. Illinois, very good team. I'm going to take them, and I'm going to take Houston versus Illinois. move over to the other side. Go Arizona. I'm a big Wisconsin believer, but I also really like Arkansas, and I really like Darius Acuff. So, shoot. Let's go Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Let's go Gonzaga.
Cullen, where you at, bro?
I'm working on the
I know you're not on cam, dude.
I'm on my phone, bro. I'm on my phone.
SMH.
It won't let me multitask, bro. Y'all got a social media manager. I gotta put on a different hat.
Facts.
I'm actually going to take Tech over Bama here.
He took being here in spirit literally, bro.
Hey, but I'm still talking.
Nah, facts. I'm gonna do mine right now.
State.
How you change your name on here?
I just realized I got a 1 and a 5 and a 3 and a 2.
You gotta finish it first, and then you can go back and change.
Oh no, I see it on the phone unless you change it
on both sides.
You said what?
Yeah, I just realized it's like I copied and pasted the seeds here. Michigan, Florida, Houston, Iowa State, and then I got let's go Houston.
Yeah.
Let's go Michigan. And then where does this lead me? Let's go Houston.
Houston winning the chip. Damn, who would have guessed it?
I got to, you know.
I'll make a Houston championship one and a objective bracket.
But for what it's worth, I have said I think Michigan is the best team in the country next to Arizona. But I've been saying Michigan is very scary. So objectively speaking, oh, sure. I just realized that's why I missed this whole side of the bracket. Okay. Hold on. Let's go Duke. Let's go Michigan State. Let's go Arizona. Let's go.
I did? I didn't know I did, bro. Hold on.
Nah, I think he's trolling, bro.
No, I wasn't trolling. I really forgot.
I was talking about George. George.
It's 21. It's 21 plus, man. And unfortunately, little bro can't be there right now.
I'm kind of stuck on this one, but I'm going to go.
I'd go Purdue, man.
You know what? I'm going to go Gonzaga just because you said that. I'm going to actually take Michigan State here. Then I'm going to take Zona. And then what does that lead us to? Houston, Michigan State, Arizona, Michigan. That is an insane game. I'm going to go. You know what? I want Big 12 versus Big 12 here. Let's go Houston, and third time's a charm, right? That's what they say. So that's all. I'm going to stop sharing the screen, and then I'm going to present that. How do I stop sharing? What did I press?
Well, did you make yours, Joseph?
I'm in the middle of making mine right now.
All right, I might just put mine on here.
Yeah, put yours up.
Bet. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick though.
Cullen, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm working on a graphic for the bracket challenge.
Social media intern, Cullen. Speaking of which,
Cullen be snapping on the Canva edits.
Thanks.
Cullen, you be snapping.
I will say this, man. Everybody go show love to Paperboy. I am gonna be pushing you a little bit more to a Cullen because you got a good platform there.
Thanks, man.
Of course, bro.
I just do mine on my phone. I don't think because I got my cam is actually blocking my screen, so I can't see it.
Oh, don't let it be me though. Everybody will be on my case.
Bro, you have a track record at this point when it marks.
Hey man, let's not.
I'm gonna just announce my picks.
Go ahead, or you can just take a picture and then put it up here.
That's facts. That's a lot of work though.
I'm filling out my bracket. I got a really interesting one that I think most of y'all are gonna disagree with, but hey,
let us hear it.
Bro's a hot take merchant.
I am. I got a lot of upsets, man.
Yeah,
just all the low seats.
I feel like this year, especially, all the teams at the top are just way too deep. I don't really envision any Cinderella runs this season. Similar to last season, last season was all the 1 seeds across the board in the Final Four. I could see something similar this season.
Remember when people were complaining?
Go ahead, Cullen.
Remember when people were complaining about that last season?
About what?
About it being all 1 season in the Final Four. They're like, oh, college basketball.
I don't know why you would complain about the best teams making it to.
Bro, literally, that's what I was saying last year. Like, people just love to complain.
Hey, we did get a my man Joseph Duarte when he commented on Fran beating Kelvin. He said that's crazy. He mentioned it right then. This is a great show.
Hey, thank you. Shout out Duarte. That's Houston Chronicle.
Yeah.
Where did he say that?
We got a co-sign.
He texted me.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, because he told me to ask Fran about beating Kelvin in '95, and then he literally said it right after he texted me that.
Yeah, what are the odds, right?
Facts.
Hey, someone play that Shador clip. Perfect time.
Hey man, Joseph JD's getting in the TikTok game, man. Y'all seen his IG video for the Chronicle?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we gotta pull that up, man. He's trying to be a TikToker.
He ain't up. Don't call him up no more, bro. He's hip.
You got to talk to Cullen for some pointers.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie, Texas kind of giving it.
No, actually, it was funny because he was asking Chancellor how to make some videos, and when we were in KC's in the table. Hey, shout out Chancellor though. You seen he got the interview with Bron.
Yeah,
I did not see that,
bro. You're not hip. Go tap in with at Chancellor TV on IG.
Shout out Chancellor, man. Inspirational.
Hey, Chancellor is the real motion, man. Chancellor has so much motion, bro.
Facts.
Can someone look through all our streams and see how many times the word motion was said?
I wanted to tell Fran he has some motion. Where he was like, what did you say? Oh, when he said something, people will be like, oh, dang, Fran said this. I was like, that's motion.
Yeah. I don't know. I think motion is our favorite word. We all got motion now, except for me.
Yeah, bro. Chancellor TV, bro. Talking to Bron.
You got motion, Joseph.
Bro, all y'all got more followers and more things than me. It's all right. I'll get there one day.
On what?
Everything.
Nah, I'm a ghost on Instagram, man.
Nah, I think Cullen is the one. He got 1,600 on IG.
I seen Cullen's TikTok recently. Boy, you got motion. You ain't telling me.
That was crazy. That caught me off guard when I saw those numbers.
Y'all wasn't hip.
Catching me off guard, right?
Late.
This guy.
That's a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is Cullen right here.
That TikTok though, I put of DJ Khaled and Master P 39K on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I knew that, bro. He's what's it called? Gatekeeping that because I was trying to post that on the fourth quarter.
You didn't ask for it.
That was the first thing I was like, oh, let me post it on the IG. He was like, oh yeah, I got you. Never had.
Oh my bad. I must have forgot.
Post it on the IG.
Why would I hold it from you? It's literally on GoCoogs, bro. If you like, and we're like, come on now. I'm gonna send to you right now. You should have asked again.
You're right.
I did forgot. I do remember now that you reminded me.
But then it's also because my Instagram was completely blacked out for 5 years, so I lost 500 followers.
You lost your what?
I lost 500 followers, so because I blacked out my IG for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
you want the already made one?
Blackout Tuesday. You can send me both.
All right.
But anyway, let's pop up Kenneth's March Madness tournament real quick.
I didn't even finish it, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
I just bracket based off of Nintendo games called Double Dribble from before y'all were born.
It's in the chat.
You would be right.
I think after I make it, y'all could pull it up on there on y'all screen.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta get through it. So with me, I'm choosing between Duke and St. John's. Yes, that's my Sweet 16 matchup. I'm gonna make mine quickly, finish it up, and then get to y'all for the Houston Zona. I ain't gonna lie, it might have got AJ Dimension going on a crazy run. I don't think he likes losing, and I think he wants to go out on a bang.
I don't think they're gonna get past Gonzaga.
If you don't like losing, they will have a better record.
If he doesn't like losing, he should have came to U of H.
I was about to say exactly that. Exactly that.
But you know what's crazy? I don't know if that was a diss. I know Kelvin was talking about AJ. He was like, he was talking about like back in the day. He was like, I didn't watch much of AJ when he was growing up because I knew I'd never coach him. So I don't know if that was a diss or what.
It wasn't a diss. I think he realized like he was never, because he said it in a press conference as well after the game. He said I would never have the opportunity to coach him, but we wanted him.
He had the O. He had the O.
Yeah, but you know what AJ was chasing.
Oh yeah, he wasn't that bad. We wasn't gonna give him that. We didn't even got that. That's like our entire. I thought that's probably his entire budget on one player.
Yeah.
Daniel, how many cooking videos do you have on IG to keep your numbers up? 0.
I'm the cook. No,
yeah,
that's
yeah. He told us like 20 times. I love to cook on that trip.
I love cookies.
Oh yeah, he made sure we knew that,
bro. Because like, as grown men, right? Why do y'all not be cooking for real? Like, you want to save money, you know, learning makes up from scratch, set you up for the rest of your life. I was over talking to him about making like pasta with a roux, and they over here looking at me like I'm speaking a foreign language.
May I interject? It's because it's no disrespect. You're slightly pretentious when it comes to cooking. Because you're over here, why are you not making your own pasta? Like, just buy pasta and throw it and boil it.
Get that junk out the pack, bro, and call it a day. Nobody's doing that.
Why, as a grown man, are you not making your own spaghetti?
Yeah, you ain't real cook.
You talking about roux? Nobody knows what a roux is, man.
I do know what a roux is. I took culinary in high school.
Oh, okay. My apologies. Cullen, do you know what a roux is?
Me?
Yeah.
I can't even spell roux.
ROO.
It's all good, bro. You know, I just love talking about it because it's one of my favorite things to do for my family as well. So
yeah, I gotta try.
Send that in Paperboy.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. They kind of if they didn't pull up to the string today, they fake.
Who?
Paperboy Sports.
Shout out Paperboy Sports. I need a. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna hold off for that one. But
you said y'all put Wisconsin over Arkansas.
Yeah,
I could see it happening, but I went with Arkansas.
I don't know. A-Cup is tough, man.
A-Cup is tough, but
I mean, they just won the SEC championship, man.
Facts. I mean, they put Vandy, but Vandy's been nice this year.
I mean, Vandy just beat Florida.
But you know, it's crazy. Like when we were at Selection Sunday, like there was like genuine concern that U of H was going to get hold and put in the Midwest.
Yes, I saw that. Go ahead.
He was texting that in the group chat. I had to go on D&D, man, because we were watching it on the road. We were like, we don't want any spoilers.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, we thought we were like delayed.
No, we were just we were watching it as it happened, but they were just connecting the dots together, and everyone was just like, "Oh shoot!" But
as soon as I saw Texas Tech, there was Alabama was in Midwest, right?
Yeah. So you were wrong, Kenneth?
Well, I mean, it wasn't me. It was this was from what saved UH though, I would say, is because they put Purdue out west. That was a
West.
Purdue, out west. But that was a big thing for UH, is that Purdue went out west.
Yeah. I didn't think they were going to put that many South teams in the Midwest. Once I saw it, I think it was Tech, Alabama, and so on.
And Iowa State.
Well, yeah, everyone forgot about Iowa State, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, Iowa State," and then they end up going Midwest.
Yeah. And that's a team to watch. Iowa Sate is a team.
Oh yeah, for sure. Iowa State is nice. This is what I wanted to say when he was talking about Momcilovic. I put him on my all-tournament team. He's nice.
I did.
And on the other side of the coin, Delorso, man, that duel between him and Momcilovic
was insane.
Those foreigners, man.
Yeah,
they're all nice.
I would like to see both of them on my Rockets, please. If you're listening, Tillman Fertitta, please get one of them. Thank you.
Kingston and Momcilovic to the Clippers, unfortunately.
Trade Sengun for the number 1 overall pick. Throw it at everything you can. Get Dabansi.
Nobody is trading a number. Their
Yeah,
first
I hate to
overall
agree with
draft
you.
for
Sengun does not have
Sengun.
that kind of value.
Get serious.
Oh, you got a shout out.
The new Chris Shepard from UH. Make those food pairings for each UH game during the bracket. I don't know who Chris Shepard is. So somebody might have to fill me in.
I know a Reed. I don't know no Chris. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's your favorite food to make, Joseph?
Depends on a grill or like actual cook.
Like,
I love grilling redfish. But my favorite food to make from pots and pan.
Pots and pans.
In the actual kitchen. Is that better for you, Dan? Man, I don't know, but I really do enjoy making pasta from scratch. It's just really satisfying. It really is. Like, I've made my own dough before, and I've made my own pasta sauces a lot. So
manly.
You call me. Never mind. Let me stop.
Hey, we're not going to talk about the things you were saying in Imposter. We must have played like 15 hours of Imposter on the drive there and back.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that kept us sane.
All right, I just put my bracket in. I don't know if y'all could pull it up.
Didn't you want to screenshot it?
I mean, you just put it on here.
I think you can put it in the group. Oh no, what the hell?
Yeah, just import it.
Oh, I didn't even make it in the group. I don't think I made it on my own.
You don't have to. Your picks are like they're all together.
I know, but I wanted to make it for the group one though, so you guys could see it.
It's all good. You can just throw that one up.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. You're watching this NC State Texas game?
I'm not watching nothing right now. I'm watching 4 quarters, man.
Facts, man. No distractions.
Oh, that's ironic.
Facts. Okay, we're going.
I guess I'm not on point, man. But UT was giving it to NC State. NC State's closing out the half really strong, though.
Is Arceneaux playing?
That dude doesn't get in.
Unfortunately, I don't know how well Arceneaux recovered from that injury last year.
That's
a shame, man.
That dude doesn't get in, bro.
I think he enters the portal.
I'm not gonna lie though, he made the best decision for him. We were talking about this pre-show. Arceneaux definitely would have got his chain snatched on this team. And that's no disrespect, but
I don't know. I think Coach would have liked his experience.
Seniority plays a factor until it doesn't, and I just don't know. I mean, we were just talking about who's he playing over? Chase, Mercy.
Yeah, I think he does end up playing over Chase.
As good as Chase and Mercer are playing this year, and as bad as Arceneaux was playing, I don't know. I don't think he plays much on this team,
especially since he wouldn't have had a summer. But everything happens for a reason, So I
don't know if he was hurt over the summer. Was he?
I thought he was.
I think he got hurt into the season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but he was. Yeah, he missed some time at the beginning of the year because his Achilles was giving him some trouble. And it's like, look at the guy like Chase Mercy. You got a 5-star on Harwell. Obviously, we'll see what happened to his minutes, but and then JoJo and Sanak, he's not playing with those guys. I just don't know.
Like I said, everything happens.
I don't know. I mean, they found minutes for like guys like Ramon. I think Terrence for sure would have gotten some play.
Ramon played. He played some few minutes here and there in non-conference, and Ramon had some good minutes at the beginning of the year, but especially this time of year, I don't think Terrence would have been on the floor.
Oh, we need you back, bro.
I think he for sure would have at least been part of that rotation at some point.
Yeah, for a bit. And like kind of to my earlier point, like everyone, the seniority is a factor until it isn't. So like I think he would eventually got his chain snatched. That's just me though, and that's not to disrespect Terrence.
I think you're discrediting like forms of seniority. Terrence is a guy who was a key part of the rotation for the last 2 years, played in the national championship game, heavy minutes in the national championship game. We're talking about seniority, and we're thinking of guys like Ramon Walker. No shade
Yeah.
to Ramon, but Ramon wasn't really a member of the rotation the last couple of years. Terrence was.
Ramon wasn't in the rotation last year because he was hurt. Before he got hurt, he was playing.
But I'm still referencing actually being a part of the rotation, which
Yeah, I
wasn't in the rotation. I think it's kind of hard to take that far of a fall for a guy that was actually heavily in the rotation.
In the national championship game, especially, like that's a huge stage.
Yeah.
He was out there getting heavy minutes. You know, he was a big part. You know, when Javier was fouling out, first guy coming in, Terrence Arceneaux. I think you're discrediting what Arceneaux was to this program.
Wait, so Arceneaux comes back? Question mark.
No. I think that ship sailed.
I don't think so. I think they probably would welcome him back, but
Next year, see,
I don't know. I'm just saying, like we seen guys have to get sat down and whatever. Not saying it's impossible that he would have played, but I think the developments of a Chase Picardi, Mercy Miller, and just looking at it right now, I don't think it's an argument that those guys are playing better basketball than Ramon is. If Ramon gets hurt, not Ramon. Arceneaux, like I said, he was dealing with some injuries earlier in the year. And then those minutes go to the other guys, and they start outperforming him. I don't think he just comes back and they're going to go with the other guys.
No, I hear what you're saying, but you're saying it based off, they have to outperform. But I think starting off the season, Arceneaux he probably would have started, to be honest.
Yeah, I did have Ramon. I think coming into year, I think Ramon was. I keep saying Ramon, Terrence. Yeah, especially with Harwell out, I did see Terrence as a guy potentially like coming off the Final Four loss. I did see Terrence as a guy being in that starting five.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have to agree with you on that.
And he would have had to lose it. And you're for guys like Chase, for guys like Mercy, they're guys that, on the contrary, they earned those minutes as the season progressed. So it for sure could have happened, but I think at the very least, Arceneaux still would have, he would have been a key part of this team, at least going into the tournament. Whether he loses it then or there, you gotta adjust the lineups on who's performing going in.
But you said so you think he would be getting burned throughout the year if he stayed on his roster?
If he played up to the standard and barring an injury like he had this year, yeah, absolutely. I think it'd be one of the 5 starters.
My question is, it's kind of
starting over who?
Probably Kingston.
No. They knew Kingston was a guy for like the first month, bro. Remember he said that?
Nah, I know that, but somebody's the best player on the team and not start him.
All things considered, though, seniority, like I said, seniority is a thing until it isn't. They would have gave Terrence the nod because he's been on the team longer. Mm-hmm. But if a guy behind you, no matter what class he's in, if he's better than you, he's gonna play.
Yes. Look at the LSU team a couple years ago. Tari Eason was the best player on that team. He was the 6th man. Well, it doesn't always work out that way. Yeah, Kingston, they probably knew he was the best player on the team starting, but you don't always have to start your best player, especially in college. Now, would Kingston have not been the starter going into the tourney? Probably not. He would have developed into an All-American talent as he has, and he probably would have been the starter going into it. At the start of the season, especially with how much coach values experience and he values like seniority, I think Terrence at the very least would have started.
I push back on this. JoJo was a bench guy. Javier was the starter. Javier gets hurt and JoJo starts for him. Mm-hmm. Javier returns to that starting five and gets his position back as he should have. But Kelvin thought the better fit was to start JoJo over Javier.
That's basically what I said though. Going into the tourney, you're going to adjust the lineups.
But that I would say that change was made during the season, like way before they got down to the stretch. Like I don't think Javier started that many games after he came back.
Well, sure. Going into the tourney, that's really just it's not
I
the
don't,
set bench team.
I don't think they would have waited all the way till March and said, all right, let's start Kingston if we still had Terrence on the team. Like, I don't think we'd go a whole year of Terrence starting and then, oh, damn, it's March Madness. Let's put Kingston in. I don't know.
I don't disagree with your point. I was just using that as just as a reference. It doesn't have to be March, but I think you go into the year at least with Arceneaux in the starting lineup, and you probably adjust when necessary.
I was actually going to bring that up. That's a perfect question, Mr. Rivera. Hey, guys, so what will Coach Spencer do to change the things up to ensure that our lineup will improve to get us deep as far as we can? I'm going to get y'all opinion on it. I have a couple of takes. I think this team is uber talented, but let's be real here. They have not lived up to the potential at all. And as much as we want to say they're supposed to be a better team on paper, they haven't played better than either of the teams the last 2 years. And I have my personal opinion. I've said it a couple of times. I'm going to say it again. I think they got to figure out that guard rotation a little bit. I feel like on offense, they sometimes step on each other's toes. And it gets in the way when someone has a night off, But I'll let y'all go ahead.
I'd say that the changes have kind of already been made. We've seen developments from Mercy and Chase. They played big minutes in that Big 12 championship game. Honestly, willed the team back into the game from being down 15 on their own, essentially. So I think we kind of start to see those changes. This is probably a couple games, some games back. Harwell was a key piece in that rotation. Kelvin Sampson elected to give Mercy Miller the nod over Isaiah Harwell. And then we've seen more Chase being played more minutes. I mean, early in the year, Ramon was getting a lot of those minutes. We've seen Ramon really out of the rotation, and those main bench guys are now Chase and Mercy.
Yeah, well, we were talking to Chris Gardner about it as well. He had his opinions, but it's kind of too late to change the starting lineup. But
the starting five is what it is. That's not going to change.
Yeah,
and I think the bench is what it is too.
I hate to interject, but what's going on right now in the World Baseball Classic is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah. Top of the ninth, 2-2.
Yep.
Just tied. Wow.
Bryce Harper just hit a bomb.
Yep.
At the bottom of the eighth.
Yeah, but TL's point, to me, I know this probably wouldn't happen, but I wouldn't shy away from the possibility of Milo's coming off the bench.
Yeah,
I know it won't happen, but I think there's certain value in having a guy like Chase in the starting lineup. I think it spaces out the floor a little bit better. You got
I do like Chase in the three,
but that's Milo's. That was another key part of the run last year. I think if they are to win, you need a guy like Milo's to really elevate to that next level. So I don't think you would end up doing it, but I think it would do a lot to have a guy like Milo's leading the bench team.
Cullen, I know you got something.
I think maybe, and yeah, Cullen, you can go. I think maybe Milo's coming off the bench would be a more viable option if we saw more development out of Isaiah, because then you could bring Milo's, Mercy, and Isaiah off the bench. Because if you put Chase in that starting five, it kind of, and then it's just Milos and Mercy off the bench.
Yeah, that's a 9-man rotation at that point too.
I think the rotation is. I think they're going to go eight deep with Mercy, Chase, and Khalifa off the bench. I think that's just what it is right now at this point.
Yep. Cullen, you got to take.
I'm not gonna lie. For me, I think I'm going to talk about the Milos thing. I think he's been a little frustrating for me to watch the past few games, just because he's been here before, but he looks like he hasn't. I don't mean that in terms of skill or talent, but more so in terms of decision making. He looks a little bit scared and hesitant. I think we said that 3 episodes ago. But when it comes down to the wire, we need someone who's going to shoot. I think Chase is going to shoot. And a lot of times it's going to go in. So I wouldn't be mad at starting him over Milos.
Heard it here first. But yeah, I think it's not a lack of talent, a lack of ability. It's a lack of confidence right now with Milos. And I just want to see him take that step, man. He's a great player, and believe you're a great player. Believe in the work you put in. You see him when he is confident drop 26 points. So just
I don't. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I think I said this before. I feel like Milo's kind of just picks and chooses when he wants to be aggressive and when he wants to attack. I obviously things can change. They can just go on a historic 6-game run and take it home. But I think he kind of what it is at this point. I think, and in terms of benching him, I mean, Kelvin Sampson. I don't think Kelvin Sampson would ever bench Milos. At the end of the day, Milos did. Milos was the point guard of a team that got to the national championship. And I just think it's something, probably a huge mental adjustment for him, sharing the backcourt with Kingston, who demands the ball a lot, as opposed to sharing it, being the floor general that we thought he was going to be this year. So, it is what it is. Milos gets a lot of good looks. I think I just wish he would attack more. That's just all. Just attack, bro. Just go. That's what we. Mercy and Chase. Those guys attack. Chase. He's shooting a three. He gets the ball. He's going to shoot it right away. Mercy's going to drive. It's just a mindset thing. Just be aggressive. You got to attack.
Yeah, 100%. You know what this situation kind of reminds me of? James Harden over the last few years. And I'm not comparing James Harden to Milos Uzan, but what I mean when I say that is, the last few years James Harden has kind of stepped back from that score first offensive powerhouse kind of guy to more of a facilitator, a guy who doesn't necessarily know, like, hey, it's time for me to score. I think that's what Milos is kind of dealing with. He hasn't had the ball in his hands as much this season as he had last season. He doesn't really need to bend that scoring threat compared to last season, because you have a guy like Kingston, you still have Emmanuel there. So I think, it's all just mental, like you mentioned. It's just he needs to figure out when it's time to score. And for sure, if he has an open shot and you're pushing to the basket 3-on-1, push it, take that shot.
And it's kind of crazy because I actually did ask him about this after one of the games, just about is it like a crazy mental adjustment to being a guy that has the rock all the time versus now having to switch your point guard rest with Kingston. And the answer he gave me was, I mean, it kind of gives him a mental break from having to be that guy all the time. But I think for a guy like Milos is that he needs that pressure. He needs to know that he has, it's on him. And I don't think he's just sitting there chilling. But I think it is hard to go from being off the ball and you kind of just have to wait until they give you the ball versus you're bringing it up, you're initiating, you're driving and attacking, and it just seemed like something that they never could figure out this year. So I don't really know what it is. Only they know. Shit.
Yeah, I agree with you entirely.
But we'll see, man. Like I said, we were just talking about it. There's a lot of chances for someone in the tournament come in and really make a name for themselves. Milos already had a little bit of draft love last year. It's fallen off a bit. E-Man has been rising steadily over the year, but hasn't been as consistent as a shooter as he was last year. I'd like to see both of them just go submit themselves, go get your pay. This is money. We talk about millions of dollars on the line. Go do it,
This is Joseph. This is the season for guys to get paid, and they know it. They've been hearing it from coach. They've been in this situation before. They just went to the national championship last year. So, and I think it's people don't like to be critical of U of H or they think it's a bad thing, but objectively speaking, some guys need to step. I mean, even in that Big 12 championship, the guards did not play well at all, and that is not that's not a that's a fact. Kingston was a -17 in 33 minutes. And he knows it too. He said it after the game. He put the loss on himself. So I mean, saying these things, I mean, it just is what it is. If the team plays bad, the team played bad, and the guards played probably their worst games of combined, their worst, put up together their worst combined performance of the year, and you lose to the number one team in the country by 5 points.
Yeah. Like I said, these boys, they're talented. They have everything in the world to go win a national championship. Now, Let's stop talking about potential and live in reality and do it.
Yeah,
Let's the opportunity to make up for every right wrong. I told Keisha this after I need to post that video. It's like, look, your main goal is still in front of you. Go get it. I'm saying like ask you to go get it. What I'm saying, like I asked him the question. He said, "Yeah, you're right."
You told him, Joseph?
All right. I asked Keisha the question about your main goal being in front of you because it's what Coach Sampson said after the Allen Fieldhouse game. Remember, he was saying all of our main goals are still in front of you, but they all know this, and so I believe you just go step up and reach that point and just go make, instead of dreams, make it a reality because you have everything right in front of you to do it. So
I said this before the Allen Fieldhouse game. It's put up or shut up. It's put up or shut up time. Ain't no coulda, woulda, shoulda. Emmanuel Sharp said it. It ain't 6 games. It's 1 game 6 times.
Thanks.
And yeah.
Do it for your brothers too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to see what George is saying. Magos always loses the ball control-wise when he's the main baller. Look at his tape last Final Four in the games this year. I really don't think Magos turns it over a lot.
It's more so I see him pick up his dribble a lot.
Yeah. And that's also gets with, it's a mental thing. Yeah, I think that gets, but I feel like that's been a reoccurring issue with UAH guards. In the traps, the traps give this team trouble. And that's been a issue the last couple of years. But yeah, it's just all mental. We know what talent he is. It's just, you just gotta do it, man. Just strap up and go do it. It ain't really no talking.
I would like to see. I think Mercy would be good against the traps. For what I see, he's really quick, man. I don't know if you remember, Jamal Shea was so quick too. He was similar in that department. He could just get drive through the traps or dribble through it. I want to see if they have Mercy be answer to him.
Is he quicker than Trey White though?
Johnny Jayhawk.
Mercy,
cool dude.
Yeah, bro. He is actually dope dude. He followed me on Twitter, so shout out you, bro.
Just got motion.
What can I say? It's not being. But yeah, like I said, opportunity for the team. We are going to be making a trip up there. Minus Daniel. I wanted to say this. Happy anniversary to you and your girl, Daniel.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know, man. Happy anniversary.
Yeah. We're celebrating the weekend of, so our anniversary is the 23rd actually. So we're gonna celebrate the 21st.
6 or 7 years.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I just wanted to congratulate y'all. I hope you have a great time. The rest of us will be there. Shout out Lyndon Taft, new guy gonna be on the block this time. We're gonna have a great trip. No casinos this time. No.
Lyndon got more stain than you, Joseph.
What does that mean?
More time again.
I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, but regardless, no casino trips, no 15-hour car ride.
The casino trip was like one of our shorter stops.
And it gave me the headache of the entire. So
did y'all win?
Yeah, man. Come on now. Come on.
I mean, Daniel, we remember the call last Sunday before we went to KC with
Yeah, but listen, remember when we were in Vegas? Did I lose in Vegas?
That's true. You did not lose when we went to
Vegas.
The 4 quarters bracket challenge is at 17 entries.
Let's go.
Oh, that's huge.
We got motion.
Go.
It's really
we might have motion.
Hey man, what y'all looking forward to do in Oklahoma City? We're gonna turn up, right?
I'm not doing that.
Is there anything to do? What is Oklahoma City known for?
I'm not doing a damn thing in Oklahoma City, bro. I'm going to the game and I'm going to the hotel room.
I'm already here, guys. I'll tell y'all, there's not much.
Right, please be serious. I might go pull up on Shea Gilgeous and J Dub.
Yeah, ask him.
Hang out with them.
They're on the road.
Oh, is they on the road trip? Okay, I go watch his house or something.
All right, I guess the behind the scenes is gonna entail us in the bus trip.
Before we get out of here, somebody send some Star Pizza. I think. Hold on, they did clip it though. Hold on.
Oh.
How are you doing, Fran?
I'm good, man. I need some Star Pizza next time I'm in Houston.
Yeah.
Ooh, right there, baby.
Yeah. That's motion, Mike. That's crazy motion, Mike. Come on now.
Hey, take advantage. We gonna
That's
send you
crazy.
the
That's
We
no,
we gotta hold on to it.
He already posted it on Twitter. Now I'm gonna call Fran. By next week, when next week come around, bro, I'm gonna hit him up. What's the word with Star Pizza?
Hey, 4 quarters.
We all gotta go there.
Pizza.
4 quarters with Fran Fraschilla at Star Pizza. That's gonna be a movie.
Hey, Mike, set it
Gotta
up.
make that happen.
We got to make it happen.
I will sing, and this time I'll bring my beautiful voice out for you.
I don't think we need that, bro.
Yeah, bro. Can we retire the singing, please?
No.
Yeah.
No,
The gimmick is over with.
all right, bro.
The humiliation ritual.
Yeah. Shout out Mrs. Pittman.
But
All
yeah,
right. Final thoughts, so we can get out of here.
looking for the tournament. Talk about spring ball next week, maybe. And I do need y'all to lock in on this. Lock in on that tournament challenge, man. Share it with everybody. We need
Done
that
deal. No signing required. No sinking required.
Thank God.
All right, we're retiring that. Chris Brown is retired.
Yeah.
I will say one thing to look out for. We will have a new Cougar Spotlight on Coug TV with Carl Lewis coming out soon, with Joseph and Carl. Should be a great episode.
Yeah. Shout out Joseph, big time. He's the interviewer.
Yep. And Reed Paperboy, man. He's got a lot of good stuff coming out.
Read Paperboy.
I don't know. Paperboy. Where's LeBron at, bro? I ain't seen.
I saw him. He was at media yesterday.
I'm saying he ain't been dropping, bro.
Oh yeah, he hasn't.
I told LeBron he needs to make a Twitter. He's like, nah, he ain't a social media guy. He's too cool for school.
Yeah, I don't think he has any social
He
media.
doesn't have no socials, bro. He needs to get on it.
We'll figure it out. But anyway, I'm hungry. I want to go to Star Pizza. I got about 13 minutes.
Somebody send some Star Pizza. Thoughts, Cullen?
You are not getting Star Pizza, bro. It is not.
Cullen, final thoughts?
See you guys in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, we will be going to OKC. Heading up there tomorrow. I think this will be a good trip. Back-to-back weeks, bro. Come on now. Who we feeling like?
Yeah, we got some motion. Come
Yeah.
on. George,
Let me
gotta
go
see you
in.
with me.
George, pull up. Pull up, George. I gotta play this one more time, bro. I got to.
Oh.
How are you doing, friend?
I'm good, man. I need some Star Pizza next time I'm in Houston.
All right. See y'all. We better get out of here.
Well, join the bracket challenge.
Join it.
Facts.
4Q
Facts,
change
facts.
coming soon, too.
No.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. F- it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.